Hey folks, how y'all doing? I'm doing good. I got a few extra mods tacked on here, which they're literally just, as you can see, changing the main menu back to the Rome Total War Classic menu, just how it used to look. I'm surprised this isn't an option because, I mean, you're looking for nostalgia points here, right? So you would think it'd be an option like it is for like Warhammer, for example, where you can like change to different menus, but that's okay. I also changed the loading screens to be back to the classics, and I changed the unit cards to go back to the classic unit cards. So this is how they used to look back in the day, although these are actually scaled up. They're higher resolution, AI scale, which is pretty freaking sweet. And this is like 3 days after release. I just played the first two like battles, first two, what's the word I'm looking for? I played the first two videos, there you go, on release day, and that's all I've done since then. Cause I've been working that overtime, but I have about an hour and a half to screw around before I gotta go get my second COVID shot. Woo, COVID shot. So I figured hop back in, do a little more. I did some I reviewed the last video footage, and I saw there were some like encoding errors where the game decided to not capture everything for some reason, even though like all my settings were good. So I changed a few things. I'm running the game in like full screen, and I changed the frame rate it's recording at and the encoder it's using and all that stuff, and hopefully it'll be a little more consistent frame wise. But if not, oh well. Like I watched the videos. It annoys me when content doesn't come out the way I expect it to come out, because like y'all don't see, before I do a video, usually I'll record for half an hour and then watch pretty much the entire half hour on my computer before I actually do the recording and make sure it's fine. So when I do the real recording and then it has issues, it kind of pisses me off, as you might guess. But that's okay. Last time we took Larissa, and we need to kind of round up our remaining forces, which are getting a little bit thin here, and take Athens and probably beat these two armies, and take Corinth, and then finally take Sparta. Just looking at this from the point of view of someone who hasn't played for a couple days, this is looking legitimately a little thin. That's concerning. I know I was setting up to eventually handle these rebels, followed by handling sending those guys as reinforcements. So we're just gonna have to hope that we can do things in a timely manner. I think we're gonna have to take out these rebels by next turn. And you noticed I talked earlier about devastation. That is happening. You can see the army sitting here. They're eating our food, basically. They don't get anything from that. It's not like raiding in the later Total War games. Yes, Cat, what do you want? Do you need something? What? You have something to say? Come here. Yeah? What's up? Anything else? Right. Okay. Is that all? Oh, okay. Alright, fine. Get away from me. I think she was talking about Marxism, but I couldn't tell. Okay. Oh, there you go. Now, there you go. Turn expenditure, devastation, -88. I don't know if it affects public order. I don't think so. It doesn't affect public order. It just affects your income in the region, and Tarentum is going to be one of our biggest cities forever, so it's not killing us. You know, 88 gold isn't terrible. I think it'll get worse over time, but I think the army size also determines how bad it can get, I want to say. So part of our issue here is I really need all of these units. Are you guys capable of recruiting anything? They can recruit cavalry. Oh, okay. Well, get me a peasant to just sit in the town so that they don't get too pissy with me, and then get me some cav. That'll be great. We could use some non-general cav, because engaging your generals directly in melee combat, I mean, you have to at this stage in the game, but it is dangerous. So Let's organize my forces properly, since I can't reorder them on the campaign map, but only on the battle map.
General. Sir. Onward. Sir. Onward. Imperator.
Okay, look how pissed they are. 65%. So I think that's just above what you would see for an actual rebellion. They shouldn't rebel off of that, but you never know.
General.
This will be enough to clean up the little militia forces that are wandering around over here. So we'll use this for now. It'll take us a turn or two of cleanup before we can really assault Athens. We're just gonna have to live with that.
Onward.
Are there a town? 56 Hastati is nothing, and these guys are already pissed. They're training Velites, so I think we can afford one turn of revolts. I actually will take these 56 Hastati. Will I? Really? Yikes. No, I won't. I'll leave them. Yes, cat. What? What? Leave me alone. You menace. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. She won't shut up. That's okay.
General.
I mean, I could just do a 4v4, but I have a lot of town watch, and I don't know what their units are. Sometimes they have a general's bodyguard. I don't think they do, but general's bodyguards are actually kind of tough, even for the rebels.
General.
Okay. Stay in our territory. Next turn, we'll go take this captain out. Macedon's already getting levy pikemen, which is concerning because militia hoplites really... Hastati can kind of stand up to them one-on-one, almost. They'll still lose from the front, but if I take my Hastati and I charge them into the back of a militia hoplite unit, they'll probably win, even if the militia hoplite then turns around and faces their spears the correct direction. Levy pikemen, on the other hand, from the front we'll just lose. From the back they'll turn around and we'll still lose with Hastati. Principes, maybe. Legionaries definitely will win, but we don't have those, so yeah. We have a Senate mission to blockade Syracuse for the games.
Fleet ready.
But we'd have to get through a couple different fleets here, and then there's... I don't see rebel fleets, but you just have to sort of anticipate rebel fleets. It's not worth risking my my dudes on this yet. We already got our trade rights with Thrace, I think. He doesn't really have any stats, just diplomatic, which is a good starting place, but yeah. Okay, just move around. We'll have our diplomat scout for us, I guess. End the turn, there's not much else to do here. No, he actually gained a trait. Foreign dignitary. Cool.
Sir.
Oh, so they combine those two armies there. They're marching them towards Larissa because they can see Larissa is weak. Makes sense.
Sir.
Let's go ahead and prevent them from doing that.
Victory and glory.
Got 1210 versus 721. That's all well and good. Let's move our friends out here to help with that. We want Cassius to lead the attack because I want him to become an amazing general. So far he has gatekeepers, so command when defending walls. He has Spartan, he's got self-restraint, +2 management, 200% increased cost to bribe. Confident attacker, so he's going to get an extra command star when he attacks. He has 1 star, just base, and then he's a good speaker. So 5% bonus to popularity with the people. That's pretty good. He may lead the Civil War, basically. Pretty insulting trait descriptions here when they have no trait, basically. He has almost no influence over his dinner menu at home, let alone his life. Okay.
Imperator, engage the enemy.
Yeah, we don't want the AI to control our reinforcements. They will get our generals killed. 100%, every time. So I'll let you guys be the judge of the the classic loading screens versus the new loading screens. Personally, I like the classic ones better. They're a little weird. They're not upscaled resolution-wise, but that's okay.
This morning we took the auspices.
I'm about to kick the cat out of the room.
Seldom been so clear. This is most wonderful. A triumphant outcome to our battle is guaranteed.
Oh.
Over there stands the fearsome Macedonian horde. Mark them well. For the children of Alexander are merciless, cruel, and hard-faced in victory. They have been whipped to the battlefield like cattle for slaughter. These people have yet to taste victory at my expense. Today will be no different, so lay into them with a will. By this time tomorrow, our sword arms will ache from overuse.
One thing I'm noticing about the remaster is that the troops cheer like late. It used to be like, our sword arms will ache from overuse, yeah! And now it's like, our sword arms will ache from overuse. Yeah! Alright, sure, why not? Our infantry. Ugh, our infantry is so neglected. Okay, interesting map here. We got some impassable rocks. I'm gonna march up this way and around if they choose to be dumb enough to put anyone over here. Yeah. Should be a pretty basic strategy. We'll have our Velites lead the charge because they have a lot more units in their unit. And because... Okay, Cat, you're gonna need to leave. I'm sorry. I love you so much, but also... Get the fuck out. I love you too. Bye. She thinks I'm talking to her. Go eat your food or use your litter box, Cat. Come on. Okay. Where are our reinforcements? Our reinforcements should come from the back, which will be double interesting if they decide to use this valley here. Hopefully they do.
Your reinforcements have arrived! This is hopeful news indeed!
Well, that changes things. They positioned themselves very differently than what I was expecting. Probably wasn't paying enough attention to the directions of attack. Ugh, they're gonna set up here on the high ground. Yeah, they have some pretty good high ground up here. That's okay. One of the problems is our cav is like not useful in this engagement because they're cav. On the other side of things, though, we do have a bit of an advantage because of our Velites and our Hastati. All the missiles we have at our disposal, they don't have at all. So we should be able to kill half of this army, if not more, just with missiles. So that's all well and good. Got our militia hoplites, unarmored dudes. I think hoplites like in this era did start not using so much armor. Of course, hoplites didn't have pikes. These are pikemen, phalangites. More like these, levy pikes, levy phalangites. I like their tunics. I also like how the men have been given faces. In the OG Rome Total War, they were just all clones of each other. Speed up time. The AI knows how to do a pike box? Really? Okay. Alright, it's a noob square. I don't think I've seen the AI do that before. That's gotta be a remastered thing. Gotta be. So we can really only use our cav for cleanup at the end. To prevent the army from surviving on the campaign map because, like, I can't march them into their faces. They'll die. They're not actually, some of them actually aren't in pike formation yet. These levies aren't. There they go. There's their commander, captain. Our general noted that they were driven to the battlefield with whips, which actually I believe is a comment on the skill of the enemy general. Since this guy's a captain, he has no skill. If this guy were to kick our asses, he might become a general, though. You can actually get ranked up that way. Let's go ahead and target these militia hoplites. Let's move our Hastati to counter these dudes that are coming up here to kill our general. We'll let them do that. I'm fine with them splitting up in dumb ways. I don't like the fact that we have to fire straight into their faces, but because that it means that their shields are negating some of the damage, but shouldn't be negating all of it, so it's okay. Once my Hastati are lined up, they'll get some peel off into the left side of these, which they'll still get a shield bonus for that because their shields are on the left, but That's okay. We'll be fine. All right, time to pull the general out. Hastati are getting set up. They probably won't fire for a second or two. Here they go. They got the Pila out. Of course, I don't think Hastati would have been using this type of Pila at this time period, but Pila's more of a legionary post-Gaius Marius thing, but that's okay. They should really be just using, like, javelins. Yep. Yep, that broke them. Awesome. I don't know if I can get away with this, but I'm gonna try. We'll have our Velites just hunt down this other militia hoplite, have our cav hopefully come in and be useful. I really want to clean them up so they don't come back, but I can't get my generals and stuff killed. There's a good target for them. Velites should be able to just rout these. Pretty confident on that. Charging pikes from the front, though. No, no, no. Back off. Wait, 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 wait. Oh, no, shit. Okay. They looked like they were about to turn around because they put their spears down. Okay, back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Yeah, we're gonna lose a few men there. Might rout. Probably gonna lose that unit of Hastati. Hastati have no fucking morale whatsoever. They don't know what a morale is. They've never heard of it. Where's my cav? Oh, okay. You guys chase those. You guys also chase those. You two. Let's see if we can get them to swivel the wrong direction for my Hastati to envelop them. Using my Velite as bait. Because they're marching the correct direction right now, but they're just taking the high ground so they can turn and face, looks like this way. But if I can get my Velites to scare the shit out of them by just being like right behind their butts, they should put themselves in the wrong position, which is what they're doing currently. Okay. They may recognize the threat as my Hastati come in, but this Hastati corps is really, really weak. We don't have the infantry to do much. Turn off skirmish mode here. Okay. They've turned. That's fine. Let's back off. Get some Pila off from one of our units here. This one. Come on, come on. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Go in. We'll leave the Pila unit to keep shooting Pilas. Maybe. Or not. Okay, that's fine. Now they're going to turn. Put their pikes down this way. You'll actually see they'll start kind of pushing my men back.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with
or they'll
fear.
die, which is what I wanted. There you go. Should be enough to finish them off, but Cav, go ahead and help out. There goes the captain. Easy peasy. There was a very low chance that we would have lost that, but a pretty high chance of losing a lot of valuable troops, so had to kind of handle that carefully.
Rome demands victory
From our generals, and this day is clearly our victory. That army should be 100% dead. Those are the only men that survived. Everyone else died. Yeah, 35 left, or even less. I think I was looking at casualties. We lost 35 something. We killed 700 something, I think. So, pretty good. The first stages of the game are definitely about these like small tactical armies that you gotta just use incisively in the right way. You can definitely build up longer to make bigger armies, but your early game armies, a full stack of your early game army will not beat a full stack of a Macedonian early game army. Also, we might be able to slide over to Syracuse now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I just don't trust it. Alright, now we can do a 5v4 on these rebels. And we should know what they are now. Yeah, Samnite mercenary. Peasants. Okay. That's pretty weak. The only concern is the militia cavalry, which we have nothing to counter that. We don't have any missiles at all. There's a Senate diplomat, it looks like. No, that's a merchant. Oh. Cool. Merchants did not exist in the classic game. We'll fight it manually, I guess. Fine. With those odds that the auto-resolver is giving us, we could easily lose. Rome Total War's auto-resolver is not a reliable metric of whether or not you'll win. Especially depending on how good your general is.
Those men are the enemy. They are worthy foes and brave. Today, the carrion birds feast, but they will feast upon our enemies, not on good Roman flesh!
Oh, that's it? Okay. That was a very short speech. I like how this hawk is wiggling. Okay, sure. We'll put our town watch in the front. So group 1, group 2, group 3. We'll put our triarii in the back. Our veterans. Because I don't want them to get shot by the militia cavalry, which is surely what the militia cavalry will shoot. As far as melee to melee, we easily have the advantage with our triarii. Cavalry, we technically have the advantage just because our cavalry is better, but they do have missiles, so got to think about that a little. Oh yeah, how did the town watch look? I used to really like how they looked because they have the cloaks. Yeah, they still look pretty cool. These are really, really weak units. They're they're barely better than peasants. And that's being almost generous, like they really suck. But they're good cannon fodder. They're really cheap and they're slightly better than peasants. So I mean, like, they're not completely useless, whereas peasants are completely useless. These are peasants. They don't even have spears. They have, I think that's a Pugio? Roman dagger. Got some Samnite mercenaries. Mercenaries in this game always are wearing green equipment. So you can tell them apart, and they got their own town watch. And then these are their militia cav, which are skirmishy boys with javelins. Seems like since the general unit is the militia cavalry, they're not really willing to send him forward to skirmish, which is actually great. It means they're going to fire javelins into their own men. We're going to have our triarii assist in the middle. And we'll probably send our general around the left here, like this. This click and drag stuff, where I can hold Alt and like move around like that, or oops, as I close the game, or the thing where I can hold Shift and draw a route, that did not exist in the classic game. Those are modern conveniences. How did you route from peasants? I'm sorry, what? Rally, rally, rally. Are we gonna lose? What the fuck? I guess they got shot by the javelins? I have no clue what the hell happened. What? It's probably the difficulty. Units have morale buffs and stuff like that they normally wouldn't. It's rough. It's real rough. Oh boy. Town watch. You can do it, I believe. My triarii are gonna rout. That's hilarious. They're peasants. Fucking killed him. These rebels ain't worth shit. Your town watch are coming back. We're gonna lose. That's
Your gallant
no.
general has fallen and caused his troops much heartache.
Why?
Much better to have lived.
Why do you suck so much butt? You were just fighting peasants. They're just peasants, man.
Like a coward.
Difficulty. See, this is why I was like, I'm not gonna take a fair fight with them. I'm gonna at least have one extra unit, and that didn't matter really. But oh well. These are rebels, so once they're dead, they're gone forever. No reason not to suicide charge my general anymore, because he's dead. Damn. Pain in my ass. It's fine. Other generals will populate in that area eventually. This means I have basically nothing to send over as cannon fodder for reinforcements, which is irritating, but oh well. It's how life is sometimes. It do be like that. Bunch of bullshit. kill those peasants, please. Just please. Lost so many Triari, and I have no way to retrain these either. The whole point was to not lose all of them, but oh well, here we are. Oh my god.
The gods have filled the heart. Victory! No. By the decree of fate, perhaps, but victory all the same.
0 Triari casualties healed because screw you, buddy, player. I'm just gonna have to disband those. They're not getting any reinforcements in the east. Nope, no chance. Rest in pineapples. Damn.
Leaving the army. Victory!
Stupid rebels.
Waiting to ambush.
Stupid rebels. I don't want to recruit troops out of here, despite the fact that it's going to be more advanced, because it will use the population of the town, and I need the population to stay up. Well, since they're not getting any reinforcements, there's no reason not to go for Syracuse. Hopefully we won't lose our fleet as well, but if we do, oh well, it happens. How do I retrain? There we go. We'll just retrain those town watch, and I mean, I guess we can send them over, but the town may be pissed because there's no commander anymore, no governor. Everyone's at war with Carthage. That's fine.
Orders. Orders.
Okay. Next turn we attack Athens with yikes.
General.
We might have to skip Athens and go for Corinth. Oh, but Sparta's right there. Yeesh. They got a good force here, it looks like. What's in here? That's too much. We can't take that. Got some Velites coming out. We got some Equites coming out.
Sir, march.
Excuse me. Hiccup. These will just give me town watch, which... Okay, that's fine. Give me town watch. We'll start shelling out the money for town watch, because we're not at the point for even really recruiting Hastati. Gotta be really more conservative than I was with my infantry. I should have sacrificed more Velites. It's okay. We will move this Hastati up. We can't make Corinth in one turn. Macedon really doesn't have enough forces to challenge us at Athens. Maybe we could gall them into a field battle. It's all a big yikes. This is like too much for us, really. We'd have to besiege and hold Athens in siege for at least 3 turns, is it? I don't know what the icons mean. They're new to me. I assume that means 3 turns to do something and 7 turns of supplies before they start starving. They will take casualties just from being besieged in general. There are no forces on this, right? Don't think so. I'll think about it. I'll have a few more troops next turn. Can you guys train dudes? No, just peasants. Okay. Alright. Moving on then.
Aye, Captain.
See if we lose our heroic death of Vibius Brutus. Pull up our family tree. I don't like how this family tree looks. I can't use this. Oh, generate. Oh, okay. Alright. I guess I can use it like this. Yeah, Vibius Brutus was a 2nd generation general, the son of Tiberius Brutus, who is the faction leader who's chilling over here in Croton. Perhaps if he had helped his son in Tarentum, he would have survived. The reason I did not send... Oh no! The reason I did not send him to help over in Tarentum was because I was worried about Croton being pissy and rebelling, but it probably wouldn't have been an issue since Croton or Tarentum, one of the two, is our capital, so they have a public order bonus. Yikes. Town Watch won't be able to kill that, so there's no point in transferring troops there. We're gonna lose that. That's fine.
Imperator.
I think from what I'm seeing, it feels like the AI performance is definitely better. They're doing moves that make sense.
General.
They're not just letting me roll over them like I normally do, which I respect. I don't have a problem with that.
Unwinding troops.
We will move here. Take these guys out before they cause Thermon an issue.
Move out.
I'll separate the spare generals, the non-Cassius generals in a minute, before we actually engage. And we'll use that opportunity to, move our velites in. Spare velites.
Sir, Imperator. Orders.
Yep. Okay, so this is a little more of an intimidating force now. The velites, you know, they ain't great, but it seems like they're performing a little better than they used to in the base game. Base game, they're just so worthless. Let's disband those oh, no. Control D no longer disbands them? Okay. How do I disband them now? I'm aware. Okay. Duly noted. Get some equites, get some more ships maybe? What's our income? Our income's pretty good. Get a couple more ships out of Croton. Did they unify their fleet? Nope. So they'll lose if they attack our fleet here, the Greeks. The Spartan army down here is a bit of a concern. But we might be okay. I'm guessing they'll attack and take this next turn. I'm just not really worried about it. The forces that are going to take it are not all that significant. We found an agent in Larissa. Okay, great.
Yes, master.
Light Lancers, Hoplite Archer. Okay.
Your honor.
Keep an eye on Cleomenes.
Moving.
He's a pretty good general too. Got Cretan archers in there. Deeply concerning stuff. They are making me just chase these boys around.
Prepare for battle. Victory and glory.
All right. We're past about the 30-minute mark, so I suppose next time we will go ahead and handle these little guys. Probably just auto-resolve that, honestly. And, yeah. See about taking Corinth. I'll see you guys then. Peace.